This is probably the last time I'm going to try to do this intro. So welcome back to the channel, everybody. I've done this twice already. First time my external mic didn't work, so I switched GoPros over to this one I'm using now, and just recorded a nice little intro for y'all. Went to play back and make sure everything worked on that one, and realized I had it on time warp. So boy, wouldn't that have been fun. Anyways, out here with my buddy Chris, that hiking guy. We're out Hoosier National Forest, Charles C. Deem area. We're headed to a campsite number 24 to be exact, out here. I found it for the first time this summer when I was out doing a little solo trip. Never knew it existed, but looks pretty cool. It's out on the lake. Looks like it's set up really good for hammock camping, so that's what we're gonna do this weekend. And just to get out and enjoy some of this. Look at this beautiful scenery. My buddy Chris coming along. I'm thankful to have a buddy Chris. I used to have this buddy, Mike Peterson. He used to come out with us. I even invited him on this trip, and he declined. He's got new friends now. He's got new diesel heater buddies. Not to say any names, but enjoy your new friend with their van, Michael Peterson. All right, we've been working our way along the creek bed, and probably won't be able to see this on the GoPro, but right up in that little holler there, that is where Patton Cave is. So if any of you have been out here to the Deem and know where the Patton Cave is, you kind of know where we're at. And we're gonna continue walking if we can find a path through here. Right along the creek side, we're just coming into the back of the cove, and we're probably less than a half a mile away from our destination. So keep trudging on. Some of this is getting kind of thick right here, so don't know how we're gonna get through this part.
Come back over here.
Chris knows though. Let's follow him. All right, we made it to the lake. Beautiful, all covered in ice. I was just telling Chris, I think right up there, right on that little hillside there, that point is where our campsite is. Last time I was here, the lake was down a little bit from where it is now, and like this spot out here all along the banks was just mud, so I had to go through the weeds and cut through a pretty tough spot to get over there. But I was hoping it would just be frozen mud right now, but I don't know. We might have to go the hard way. Chris is a little sketchy. The ice is actually still here on the bank. The water is receded, so there's been some holes and there's not much water underneath where we're standing right now. I'm gonna walk out this way and see. I've got waterproof boots on, and from the water I can see it's only about 2 or 3 inches deep. I'm gonna kind of test it out for Chris. I don't want him to fall through and get his feet wet, so we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Don't try this at home. All right, view from campsite. Like I said, right on the lake, just up the hill from it. We actually, I don't know, don't judge. This may not have been the smartest thing, but instead of trying to get through that whole swampy mess back through there, which I've been through before, and it's a nightmare, we literally just kind of like came across the edge right here, and ice is about 4 inches thick right now, so it wasn't popping and cracking, and the water underneath of us was 2 to 3 inches. So if something would have happened and we would have put a foot through, it wouldn't have been life or death. It would have stuck. We had a cold foot, but we've got extra socks, all that stuff if something would have happened. So we weren't super irresponsible, but now we've had a little snack and we're trying to find somewhere to hang our hammocks. So once we find that perfect spot, they'll be hung. All right, well, we got camp set up. Got Milo set up here. Probably be battening down the hatch here with the tarp. As much as I'd love to leave it like that, and have this view of the sun, minus Chris. Not the sun, but the lake. Sunset and all that. Yeah, it's a little windy. So, be battening that down. Chris has kind of got a spot back here behind me. It's got to be really close so we can, you know, talk as we fall into our slumber. But I think it's dinner time. Let's get some stuff on the Barbie.
Let's just do it. Let's just jump into it.
Should we just eat?
Yeah.
I was just saying to Chris, it's kind of odd. I haven't seen any boats all day today. He said something about the ice. I don't know. No boats. All right, since we're talking about dinner, a little peek at what I got here on my paranoia with my bag and this container and duct tape and everything else inside. But last night my wife made bean soup for dinner, so I packed some of this in. Like I said, I was scared to death that the lid would come off, and so I duct taped it on and then put it in the bag. So I did not want bean soup all inside my pack. So let's get this on the open flame here and get her heated up. That's what I'm talking about right there. Ham and bean soup. And wouldn't be complete. I did bring some cornbread muffins as well. So as you can tell, I'm really excited about this meal. All right, well that didn't take long at all, but oh, look at that. All that cornbread in there. And Chris almost had an accident. He put the water in his peak refuel and then decided to kick it over. Luckily, he only spilt about a bite or so. So
not like the great ramen incident.
Right. I'm not gonna make you guys watch me eat this, but I'm gonna enjoy every bite. So we'll see in a bit. Good morning, everybody. Here's our really sad attempt at a fire. The wood is just not cooperating. Pretty picked over here, and with it being winter and still snow on the ground, it's also pretty wet, but 22 degrees this morning. I slept pretty good. Last night, the ice though, I've never slept next to a lake that was frozen, and it's as loud as they say. It was like weird moaning sounds and popping, and just the loud cracking kept me up a lot. But it was actually really cool to listen to if you weren't trying to sleep. But Chris slept really well.
Yeah, I did.
He did. He was smart. He took a little melatonin and helped himself get to sleep. And every time I woke up, he was, let's say, I could tell he was sleeping. So
We should say.
we should say.
Yeah,
But yeah, this is a great spot. We're gonna try to get some breakfast in us. Probably just call the fire a failure and pack up and head out. Camp is all cleaned up. Leave no trace, Chris. Don't forget your little bitty water bottle.
You're the one that poops in woods.
I bury it. Suns came out. Beautiful day. Well, all right, guys, we are just about back to the truck. We just climbed a really horrible hill. If you've ever been on this trail, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, what an awesome trip. Just an overnighter. But like I said at the beginning, we don't get a lot of snow here in southern Indiana, so I wanted to get out and at least enjoy it once before it was all gone. Thanks to my buddy Chris for coming along. Thanks to all you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. If you guys got any questions about the trail we did, the campsite we stayed at, anything like that, put them in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe because that is free. Thanks for watching.